Hey everyone, it's Jason from EskimoTV.net, and today I'm going to be talking about Dexter New Blood, Episode 8. I am not at home. It is the week of Christmas, and so I am doing the best job I can while I'm out of town with family to just upload this video, probably a little bit later than I normally do, to give you my quick thoughts on the episode, recap the monumental moments that happened, and see what you all thought about it. So this episode has three big parts to it. There's the part where Dexter is escaping this guy that kidnapped him in the last episode. Kurt and Harrison are developing this relationship that turns into something deadly towards the end. And then Angela is investigating Jim Lindsay. This episode recap / review will have spoilers, and so if you do not want to have the episode spoiled, especially if you have not seen the episode, I definitely recommend checking that out and then coming back here. Dexter escapes from the gentleman that kidnapped him with the wires around his arms. He forces them around the guy's lips, and the guy crashes. Dexter runs away, escapes, and kills this guy. He traps him, he kidnaps him at this random camp cabin that's in the middle of nowhere. And this is one of the few kills that Dexter does in the show where he doesn't hide the body. Nor do I think that he needed to. This was a justified kill, as this guy literally kidnapped him in the middle of nowhere and was attempting to end Dexter's life or take him somewhere, but nonetheless, Dexter's kill was completely justified. The most suspenseful part of the episode was the parts with Harrison and Kurt. You have them going to the school to practice hitting the ball. You have this dinner, and you're kind of wondering what Kurt's intention is. And even by the end of the episode, I'm still a little bit puzzled. At the very end, probably the craziest thing that happens in this episode is Harrison is begging for his life as Kurt, in his killer outfit, points the gun at Harrison and tells him that he needs to run. Very similar to the previous episode where he points the gun at this girl and tells her to run. However, that girl's life didn't end very peacefully. She hurtles herself towards Kurt and her eye gets blown off. And so Harrison kind of runs away, and I don't know where Kurt gets off shooting from a distance or shooting from up close. When he shot the girl that was up close, he got mad. Like, that is not how he wanted it to go. I don't know, though, how shooting someone from a distance makes it all the better. Maybe it's a past memory that he has that it has to go that certain way. But nonetheless, it was a tense moment because Harrison is helpless. Luckily, Dexter in the truck that the kidnapper owned pulls up on the scene, and Kurt, being as deranged as he is, doesn't shoot Harrison, says, "Oh, I want Dexter. I want his dad to see this." And Dexter has enough time to show up on the scene, and Kurt, realizing what's going on, that Dexter is not confined, runs off. For a moment, I thought Dexter was going to run over Kurt, but that didn't quite play out that way. It was quite warming, the very end of the episode, where Dexter begins to tell Harrison all of the things that he's been hiding from him about his past and being taught a code from his stepfather, Harry. I'm curious how Harrison is going to respond. If Dexter's suspicions of Harrison's dark urges are as true as Dexter's are, perhaps Harrison will be understanding and will keep Dexter's secret safe. Maybe, though, Harrison does have these dark urges to hurt people, but maybe not kill people. And maybe Harrison will freak out and give a reaction that is not the one Dexter wanted, or maybe was the reason why Dexter didn't tell him. I can see that having some really intense drama in that way. Here, Dexter just kind of sacrificed giving up his biggest secret, and what if Harrison doesn't respond the way that Dexter thinks he might? It may not happen that way. I kind of, based on the way this episode ended, I'm thinking more so Harrison's going to get on board and be understanding. This is his dad, and at least it was only bad people, and there was some sort of parameters with who Dexter would kill. And so next week, we got 2 episodes left. I'm excited to see where that's all going to wrap up. Also, Angela, she's been out of town, wrapped up with the drama that's been going on with her friend Iris, who was murdered. She finally takes some time to investigate the killing of the drug dealer Jasper Hodge, as well as the beating of Miles, all inflicted upon Dexter, and sort of starts to piece things together. She realizes that one of the drugs that was used on these 2 gentlemen was also used by the Bay Harbor Butcher. It's one of the last things that she's Googling, and so she's going to be thinking about that for quite a while, and I'm pretty sure at this point has put 2 and 2 together, that the person who put the drug into these people, the Bay Harbor Butcher, and I think she's going to put 2 and 2 together, that Dexter's the guy that put this drug inside of these 2 guys in their little town, and is also the same drug that was used on all these people that the Bay Harbor Butcher inflicted pain upon. And so that is absolutely crazy. I would imagine at this point is struggling to believe that something this catastrophic could happen to someone that she was so close to. She's probably trying to have some sort of denial, like, oh, this can't be true. It's a coincidence that this happened. But really, if you look at what Angela's discovered, there's no way denying that Dexter put this drug. Also used to live in Miami, and with the podcast that Molly ran, that the Bay Harbor Butcher may still be out there. It could be wild, Angela confronting Dexter about this, or maybe she's going to come up more so in secret and try to take him down that way. Meanwhile, Kurt's running off in the forest. He definitely, if Dexter, tells Angela about this, could be singled out. And so I'm curious how all of it's going to end. It could go in so many different ways, but I think the screenwriting is really good. You had 3 great plot points going on in this episode. I do think that it was good that you saw Harrison having moments with Kurt, and you are justified in trusting Kurt. It was probably the least interesting part of the episode right until that dinner scene at the very end, but it was still an effective way to convince the audience that Harrison has a reason to trust Kurt. It was saddening to see Harrison turn off his service when Dexter's trying to help him out, and I'm sure that he feels even more bad that his dad was trying to warn him about this potentially deadly event that could have just happened, and now he realizes that Dexter wasn't tripping, that this was all true. And so I enjoyed this episode, probably give it like a B+. Thought it was a solid Dexter episode. I'm sad we have 2 episodes left. I'm not sure if the season's going to continue. Do you think that there's more that they can do with these characters? Do you think Dexter's going to be taken down? Is Angela going to imminently have to be eliminated because of what she knows? Is she going to get on board? Is Dexter going to be able to somehow deflect these coincidental circumstantial evidences that are against him? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this recap/review video, please give this video a thumbs up. You can also consider subscribing, where you can find more review content. I'll be reviewing the last 2 episodes of Dexter in the upcoming weeks. And you can also find movie reviews, unboxings of home entertainment, music, records, and more. You can also check out my website, EskimoTV.net, for reviews from myself as well as other authors. Once again, my name is Jason Escamilla from EskimoTV.net.